Coalition of United Political Party (CUPP) has dragged President Muhammadu Buhari and the Police Service Commission to court. The court action was instituted against Buhari and the Police Service Commission over alleged flaw to extend the tenure of the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, by 6 months. The decision of the political parties was announced in a press conference in Owerri, the Imo State capital. Speaking through its national spokesperson, Ikenga Imo Ngoshinyere, the CUPP pointed out that the opposition party were well informed that President Buhari wants IGP to do more 6 months. According to them, Inspector General of Police Idris supposed to proceed on retirement on January 15, 2019. The CUPP further pointed accusing finger at the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Comrade Adam Oshomole, the governor of Kano State Abdullahi Ganduje, Nasru El-Rufai of Kaduna State, and Minister of Transport Chibuike Amechi, as well as Senator Godswill Akpabio, of working to ensure the extension of Idris' tenure. The spokesperson said the legal action was instituted at the Federal High Court Abuja. According to him, it is based on this that the suit is seeking a court declaration that Inspector General of Police Idris is not eligible to remain in office after January 15, 2019, having attained the retirement age of 60. Also, for an order restraining President Muhammadu Buhari from reappointing or extending the tenure of Inspector General of Police Idris Ibrahim beyond January 15, 2019. According to him, the issue of IGP retirement is yet another integrity test for the president. By the provision of Section 215 of the 1999 Constitution, the IGP can only be appointed from among serving officers. He said further, an attempt to proceed with the plan for the secret extension of the tenure of the Inspector General of Police will be unconstitutional, unlawful, and unacceptable, and it will further eat up the polity. It will also further expose the president's desperation to win the election by foul means. Following the upsurge of wanton destruction, lives and properties in Zamfara State, the Save Nigeria Coalition of Patriots has accused the state governor Abdulaziz Yari as the man behind the killing. The coalition of several civil society groups made this known through its national convener, Comrade Yusuf Mishaliza, at a press conference in Abuja. According to Mishaliza, the recent spate of killing in the northwestern state is politically motivated, and the state governor is number one culprit. He said the crisis in the state is as a result of the 2019 general election.
The upsurge in killings in Zamfara have everything to do with the 2019 general elections. There is no point dilly-dallying about what we have found out. The upsurge in banditry is politically masterminded by the Zamfara state governor, Abdulaziz Yari, because the governor, unfortunately, is supported by some all-progressive Congress members in his camp. These elements, who lost out in the primaries, are embittered that they are unable to get tickets as candidates. It is no coincidence that bandits have gone on killing spree since they lost out. The Save Nigeria Coalition had in the past condemned this kind of behavior in the Northeast, where politicians use the cover of Boko Haram attacks to settle scores. We had also condemned similar situations where the governor of a state in the north-central part of the country set up militias to kill his own citizens and blamed it on other ethnic groups because he wanted to create a sense of insecurity in his state so that he can settle political scores as well as cover his theft of state funds.
The group therefore called on the federal government and the international community to step into the situation before it gets out of hand.
We urge the federal government to step into the situation before it gets out of hand. While the state governor presently enjoys immunity, his aides that do not enjoy immunity and found to be complicit in the banditry-related killings in the state must be shown the full wrath of the law. Again, we warn that we must not have another Boko Haram in the country before steps are taken to bring those behind the carnage in Zamfara to book. We appeal to the international community to call Governor Yari and his associates in the APC to order before it is too late. They must impress it on the federal government that it owes the responsibility of providing security to citizens and that it must live up to this task. The federal government must not allow consideration for their APC membership to slow down the law from running its full course.
The group also said all those found in the banditry-related killing in the state must be shown the full wrath of the law. From Abuja, Muyiwa Bamdele reporting. As killing continue in Zamfara State by the bandit, the state governor Abdulaziz Yari has thrown his weight behind the call on President Muhammadu Buhari to declare a state of emergency on the state. Yari said this while addressing press conference in Gusau. He said he's in total support for the declaration of state of emergency. It will save the lives of the people of the state. He warned politicians against politicizing the disturbing security situation in the state. According to him, if the provision of his office has allowed him to carry arms against the bandits, he would have done so. According to him, the security men are doing their best, but it is sad to know that some of the people involved in the kidnapping are close relatives or associates of the victim, which is part of the reason the problem is persisting. So everybody must come together and expose anyone or group that is part of this hoodlum. Nigerians should also pray for Allah's intervention. He said, the bandit has continued to elude security measures put in place by both state and federal governments. The Nigerian police force has postponed the presentation of suspected killers of the late former Chief of Defense Staff, Air Chief Marshal Alex Bade, to journalists in Abuja. The force had on Wednesday said it has arrested alleged killer of Bade, which planned to present to newsmen on Thursday in Abuja. Bade was killed while returning from his farm along Kefi, Abuja Road, on December 18, 2018, the first spokesman, acting Deputy Commissioner of Police, Jimoh Moshood, who made the disclosure while addressing newsmen in Abuja, said 5 suspects were arrested for alleged involvement in the crime. Moshood said the decision to postpone the presentation of the suspect to the media was to prevent other members of the gang from escaping. The spokesman, who refused to give their names, said 2 out of the suspects actively participated in the killing, adding that remaining 3 suspects play other roles in the crime. Moshood said the Inspector General of Police had directed the police joint investigation team to arrest those responsible for the killing. He said that the suspects were currently in police custody and undergoing investigation. He also disclosed that the suspect will be presented to the media and the public upon the completion of investigation into the matter. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has called on the appropriate authority to urgently institute a probe to unravel those he said may be hidden faces behind the new ownership structure of multi-billionaire telecom giant Nine Mobile and Keystone Bank. In a statement issued in Abuja and signed by Special Assistant on Public Communication, Frank Shoaibu, the former vice president, says such probe was necessary in the view of report that member of President Muhammadu family now owns substantial share in Nine Mobile, which is estimated at $2 billion. Atiku also expressed shock at the report, from what he described as an unimpeccable sources that the fourth family now play big in the nation's financial sector after acquiring mouth-watering share in Keystone Bank with total assets of about $1.91 billion. Atiku added that the accusation was coming amid reported allegations in the media that all progressive-led federal government planned to use billions of naira from the Anchor Borrow program allocated to Central Bank of Nigeria for farmers using imaginary donation from 12 million farmers as a facade. The presidential candidate of PDP advised President Muhammadu Buhari to shun the use of state resources and machinery for the upcoming presidential election. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said President Muhammadu Buhari would not have won 2015 presidential election without his support. Obasanjo spoke during annual Ibogun Olaogun Day celebration in Ibogun in Ifo local government area of Ogun State. Obasanjo said he had what it takes to correct Buhari, added that Nigeria should be in a better position than it was presently. He said Buhari will continue to address him as Sir in 2015. If he did not support Buhari, he would not have won the election. While speaking on Ogun State politics, Obasanjo said his choice and that of Amosu, who was also at the event, did not align regarding who becomes the next governor of the state. Obasanjo, however, advised the people to support whoever emerged as governor. He cautioned the politician against pursuing violence in the state, declaring there was no reason for the state not to have a peaceful election. The Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) has urged Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai to go after the killers in the state and not the mourners. In a statement in Abuja, the president of the association, Dr. Samson Ayokunle, said the threat reportedly issued by the governor to get the founder and senior pastor of Dunamis International Gospel Center, Dr. Paul Enenche, arranged in Kaduna over alleged hate speech is uncalled for. The governor had allegedly claimed that Pastor Enenche's utterances escalated the recent killing that rocked Kusamagani area of Kaduna State on October 18, 2018. The crisis was followed by assassination of Agom Adara, Dr. Miwada Raphael Galadimawa on October 26, 2018. Ayokunle in the statement said that while CAN kick against hate speech in whatever form, it is becoming very difficult to determine what constitutes hate speech and who should be responsible for assessing what constitutes the hate speech if Governor El-Rufai's threat is considered. According to him, from the careful study of the speech, Pastor Enenche is not the originator of what he spoke about. He warned that any attempt to arrest or harass any of their pastors will be considered as an attempt to silence the voice of church and reasoning in the nation. He therefore urged the governor to channel his strength towards getting the sponsor and perpetrator of heinous crime going on in Kaduna State and arrest and prosecute rather than chasing good Nigerians who are contributing immensely to the peace and growth of the development of the nation.